Good afternoon, everybody. I know it's a weird one. Friday's usually a bit earlier than normal. We do a stream because I get Fridays off most of the time. But I've also got people coming around to visit today, so I need to get things done a little bit earlier than usual. Yeah, so I'm DepthsWalker, and today we do some AI music reviews. Yeah, well, the video reviews, really, to be fair. And yeah, as usual, I'm going to start off with a little promo of my latest song. This is From the Ashes. Make sure my sound connects properly.
I look now upon the ruins of dreams and know my actions did nothing to ease. I took the flames and ripped the seams, and though forgiven, there will be fees. My foundation was ripped away, but I need to build or I'll drift forever. That urge feels tempting to fade to gray. From the ashes I crawl, veiled in mystic fire. Shadows whisper secrets through the funeral pyre. Lost the love that anchored my spirit in bone. Rampage swallowed the night, left me standing alone. All the hearts we shattered, trying to avoid this fate. We burned the old world, felt the embers their weight, atoned in the silence, but the ghosts won't forget. What should we get? That the past stays chained beneath layers of regret. We rebuild in the blackout with runes carved in sweat, but the world keeps the ledger, every scar on display. They murmur, destroyer, while I claw through the grave. As I rise, cloaked in ancient rite, bitter joy or lament, bleeding into the night. Lost the one who steadied my soul in the gale. I have atoned, but the echoes prevail. I summon new pillars from the cinders and dust, bind every fracture with blood, bone, and trust. Still point at the wreckage, remember the beast I became, but this monster of fate climbs higher than shame.
It's a visual choice, not a logical choice, Rania.
What do we expect from life after the fall? All attempts to redeem, while the watchers appall, we beg for redemption. The spark in the black, yet they cling to the ruins, never cutting a slack. Fade to gray, no, I invoke the unseen from the pyre I forge. What the broken can't dream, forgiven or damned, the fees keep coming due. But this reborn spirit one's eternal for you.
Okay, and that was from the Ashes. Released last Sunday. Or was it? Okay, not got a huge list today actually. A lot of the songs that released over the last period are still frame songs, and I decided to cut most of them out. I did have a few requests specifically for them though, so I put those ones in. So we're going to start off with Hollowed Hands by Sasuma Tsukiyami. I think he's got lyrics in this.
A cathedral with my bleeding hands, laid every stone across this broken land. You walk through every room I made for you, and left the doors wide open to the blue.
Alright, the song sounds good. I did like the fact you start with the grey distorted and it goes into the clearer vision, although it's a little bit still blurry because of the GPT. I think he's used the wrong visualizer. It doesn't feel right. Either changing the colour or changing the position, maybe, because having it both sides is distracting. Yeah, it might be better to just have a single or a sort of side visualizer. That's sort of a taste issue. Mind you, I don't use visualizers myself, so I don't know how they work in terms of the getting them and applying them. I appreciate that he's putting a few bumps in, but they're not happening at the right moments for like the impact. But yeah. So that's down at the right time. He matches up with something with the bumps he did earlier. The first one maybe, but the second one was a bit in the middle of nowhere. For example, that drop there would have been when you wanted to do that kind of drop-in bump.
I mistook your silence for a mystery, your coldness for a wound that I could treat.
Thank you for the follow. Heishi Asahi.
Long before you said goodbye, I gave you everything down to the last of me. Poured out my soul until I couldn't breathe. You trampled on every breath I offered up. Now all I hold are hands that can't be filled back up. Hollow hands, nothing left to give. Hollow hands, forgot how
Alright, that second one was more on time. The first one was delayed.
to live. I stood in ruins of the man I was, with nothing left, just hollow hands. I don't hate you, and that's what breaks me most. I loved a living person who became a ghost. Now I'm learning how to grieve what didn't die, how to let go of the love I cannot tie. You left me alone. You left me alone. And I let you, God, I let you. I gave you everything down to the last of me. Poured out my soul until
For the
I
follow,
couldn't
Eisen Asahi.
breathe. You trampled on every breath I offered up. Now all I hold are hands that can't be filled back up. Hollow hands, nothing left to give. Hollow hands, forgot how to let.
Again, the first one seemed a bit late, but the second one seemed right on time for the pulse of the actual song. I don't know if you're following the auto assign in the music. I think it's got the timing wrong if you're doing it on the auto assign. It's got the timing wrong on that first one.
I stood in ruins of the man I was, with nothing left, with nothing left, just hollow hands. I thought love was supposed to fill you up.
Okay, the song's really good. I do like the fact you had this like a grayscale effect over at the start and distorted before the music cleans up. But I think the visualizer's wrong for the song. It might be the bubbles, it might be the fact the visualizer's very soft edged. It's a very sharp song. I think like a different visualizer might have worked better for this one that's got a few sharper edges. And if you're going to be both sides, it needs to be a darker color. Or yeah, so it feels more like teeth closing around, whereas here it just kind of feels bubbly. And now that was on time, but there are several times when there's like a change like that where nothing happens. That feels a bit random. Those are my comments on that. It's either do that sort of thing a little bit more often in smaller doses elsewhere, or just let the video play until you get to those sung jacks. Most of the other effects are done on vocal cues rather than on beats. It feels a bit weird. I mean, this is me like nitpicking, like a personal taste thing. The only real thing is that the visualizer feels like the wrong kind of visualizer. That's my opinion on it. I love the song. The song's really good. So everyone go give the original some love. Oh yeah, Sakura. Yeah, managed to get my computer back up and working last Saturday-ish. And been working things back into schedule. Alright, next up. We've got Crimson Promise, Kitsune Suke, the Crimson Ascending anime opening. Delta Wolf. Delta Wolf. Ugh. So, but to view this one as an anime opening, we don't view it quite the same way as we do with most of the other music videos. Expecting this one to tell a story, or at least give the impression of a story. That's not going to work. I just want to say, at this point here, is probably where it would be the end of the actual opening for the anime itself. And this, from here on, would be like the extended version that gets released solo album, in terms of how the editing would probably be for it. So that entire section there, for a music video with that particular flow of sound, would have been over the top and excessive. But for an anime where you're trying to do a character flash by opening sequence, that's perfectly on beat for what they need to do. That was almost spot on. I think apart from a little bit of AI jank here and there, that was mostly covered up or used to effect, I think that's the best anime opening I've seen from AI generation in terms of getting the pacing, not just being follow one character while they do everything in the series, which is kind of how I started doing my videos. It's like, not as an anime opening, but as my music videos, it's like, here's this one character, follow what he does. That's because mine's a character story, not an opening for a series with multiple characters. Yeah. As a music video, the feel feels good for the visuals. Although I say the visuals are much more modern and cleaner anime style than the audio style. The audio style, as in the sound music, is more mid to late 80s, maybe early 90s anime music. Whereas the animation itself is late 90s, early 2000s, before everything kind of just became flat. It's not actually double arm. Did you see? He's got his cosmic arm. He just has the energy as claws, both. It's like something he manifests, and he doesn't need to do it just on the cosmic arm. On the breath, the change. That's how the anime would do it. They try and get the changes, flow the. That might have been a bit of a late shift, but it's so minimal, not worth really bringing up. And that was early. You'd want to have it so that the hit happens as that happens, not before it happens. But as I said, there's like minor timing issues. You got to work with what you get when you gen as well. These are very nice gens, so I wouldn't want to throw some of these away. Just a matter of little timing. I think what it is, it's not so much it plateaued. It's that the companies reached a point where they could produce good looking anime for a cheap price, and the ones who put in the extra effort weren't getting rewarded for it. They weren't making more profit, so they stopped trying harder. And I think like the only studio that was really trying that sort of thing ended up burning down, didn't it? So go give the original some love. This is really nice. I've seen some of his actual animations for the anime he's doing of this. I think he's like doing like a series of shorts connected with this sort of like little universe he's done here. The only part that feels out of place is this, but I think it's meant to. I think it's meant to be like a dreamscape. It's the only part where the art style doesn't quite match the rest of it. Yeah, go give the original some love. This is really good work. Okay. Now this is still a still frame. It's just technically one where it changes up video, as in like the image, as it goes along. This is from Wolfie 1775 Quack Squad. I think this is part of the whole quackening sort of series of videos. 1 second. I don't know what it is. I never have stuffy noses or anything, but as soon as I start streaming, nose starts getting itself blocked up. Anyway. Maybe it's because I talk a lot more. Anyway. Quack Squad.
Attention, please. The ducks have escaped. Quack! The ducks have escaped. Quack, 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 quack. Da-da-dum-dum-dum-dum-da-da-dum. Got a biker duck riding down the lane. Wizard duck casting weather on the rain. Cowboy duck says he's running this town. Pirate duck laughing while the ship goes down. Tiny little feet, but they're causing a scene. Rolling through reality like a fever dream. Every single pond from here to Peru. Everybody shout when the ducks come through. Left foot, right foot. Whole flock moving non-stop. Left wing, right wing. Nobody can make them stop. Here comes the squad. Marching like a pod. Nobody's safe when 50 tiny ducks take over the place. Duck invasion underway. Quack, 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 quack. Duck invasion underway. Woo! Quack, quack, quack. Ninja duck sneaking through the moonlight haze. Night duck ready for the quack crusades. Goth duck judging everybody inside. Disco duck somehow partying all night. Robot duck got a laser in his beak. Tiny duck general leading every freak. Doesn't matter where you run or hide. The ducks have already arrived. The flock is here. We know no fear. Raise up your snack. If you're with the squad, then quack right back.
You can tell he's trying to match up the images to the video. But there are several times where just like does one or two to match what's going on and then just doesn't do the third.
Stay ducky. Stay ducky.
There was a little bit at the end there, but if I let it play through, it would have skipped on to the next video. Run Your Duck here just does not give a quack. So yeah, I don't mind someone doing something similar like this. It's more fun to have a switching image than just a still image when doing a video. Just do something interesting with it, and they have. But there's parts if I can.
Cowboy duck says he's running this town.
Cowboy.
Pirate duck laughing while the ship goes down.
Not
Tiny
pirate.
little
Yeah, I mean it's a mage, cowboy. Put the pirate duck in here. Little thing, but you know, because you see other points where they do something similar.
Tiny duck general leading every
I believe that's gravy. So you know, General Gravy.
freak. Doesn't matter where you run or hide. The ducks have already arrived. The flock is here. We know no fear. Raise up your snack. If you're with the squad, then quack.
Then when you're with the squad, boom. You know, little things like that. Just could do that, and obviously my usual peeve about different sized images, but it is what it is. Especially when I think they outsource a lot of these images. I think Velasco had one actually. I've got a Yeah, I've got Discord link, and you put it in recommendations. It won't be today. I've got a short session today because I've got guests coming over to my house today, so I've got to get wrapped up early. So my queue today is locked in. And honestly, I think this is like one of the nicer sort of renders. Could go with a run through a clean, put back into the AI and say clean this image up, clean and sharpen image, just to kind of get rid of the fuzz. Other than that, it's nice. This one, I know there's somebody going around in a Spider-Man costume for his stuff, but he's got like a white Spider-Man costume. And whoever it is, I just want to know that that symbol is actually copyrighted. The symbol itself. You got to be really careful about using it. It's one of the most protected copyright symbols in the world. That one is, outside of Disney. Looks really goose. Might upset a few duck people there if you're sort of saying that sort of thing. But yeah, these images came out really nicely. I don't know everyone, but I recognise most of them. I've seen this person around, but I don't know who it is. It'd be Mule, wouldn't it? I thought it was Rhino for a second. But yeah. Fun song, nice images. I'd try and do something to like merge it together a little bit better, like switch the images around to match the words in the song a little bit. You can see he did it in places, but not everywhere. So go show the original some love. Okay. Now I was told this is AI, and I was linked to it. This is Let Me Be Your Strength. Oh, here by Chaos Master Hawk. Let's see how this one goes.
It's okay to not be okay.
In the shadows where the silence screams, you wear your armor, hiding shattered dreams. Every bruise and scar, they tell a tale of a hero who's broken, feeling frail. You've been the rock, the one they lean on, but inside you're crumbling, feeling withdrawn. It's okay to feel, it's okay to break. You're not made of stone, let the tears escape.
Your hurt is real, I see the fight. You matter more, help to make things right. Lean on me, I'll hold you tight. Together we'll rise, we'll find the light. You don't have to stay strong, let yourself fall apart. You've been on the front lines, it's okay to restart. You're still a hero, even when you're low. Let me be your strength, let the love overflow. You're not alone, I'm right here. In this journey of life, I'm staying near.
In the mirror you see a stranger's face, a poor self-image lost in the race. But I see the warrior, the heart that beats beneath the weight of the world. You're still on your feet. It's okay to crumble, it's okay to cry. You've carried the burden, now let it fly. You're not just a soldier, you're human too. Let me share this load, I'll carry it with you.
Your hurt is real, I see the fight. You matter more, I'll help to make things right. Lean on me, I'll hold you tight. Together we'll rise, we'll find the light. You don't have to stay strong, let yourself fall apart. You've been on the front lines, it's okay to restart. You're still a hero, even when you're low. Let me be your strength, let the love overflow. You're not alone, I'm right here. In this journey of life, I'm staying near.
feels heavy and hope seems far. Remember, you're a warrior, you've come so far. It's okay to lean, it's okay to break. You're not just a pillar, you're allowed to shake. Let the walls come down, let the tears flow free. In this moment of weakness, you're still a victory. You fought for so long, now let me fight too. Together we'll heal, I'll stand here with you.
Your hurt is real, I see the fight. You matter more, help to make things right. Lean on me, I'll hold you tight. Together we'll rise, we'll find the light. You don't have to stay strong, let yourself fall apart. You've been on the front lines, it's okay to restart. You're still a hero, even when you're low. Let me be your strength, let the love overflow. You're not alone, I'm right here. In this journey of life, I'm staying near.
Forgetting what someone looks like when they go out of screen.
Your hurt is real, I see the fight. You matter more, help to make things right. Lean on me, I'll hold you tight. Together we'll rise, we'll find the light. You don't have to stay strong, let yourself fall apart. You've been on the front lines, it's okay to restart. You're still a hero, even when you're low. Let me be your strength, let the love overflow. You're not alone, I'm right here. In this journey of life, I'm staying near.
It's part of the problem with doing realistic styles for people who are anime designs. You get weird proportions, nearly random racial assignments. When I did my Power Rangers parody song, when I made both me and Griffin Knight into realistic depictions, we both ended up Indian. Not entirely sure why. So I prompted us more Western. Yes. Female characters tend to go Japanese or Korean, depending on how their eyes are done. Men seem to go very random cultures, usually based on skin tone effects. With me, either reads me as completely pale white and does me full goth, or it gives me a tan and then moves me. Asthma, the Bluinator, Lulinator, Gabriana VT, TX Badwolf, Gastapella. So, Guinea, who's not listed there. So, looking at this, I actually thought Dot at first. And then it goes to this scene, and it does look a bit more Silas. I think that might be TX Badwolf. They're not actually links here, they're just listed names, so I don't know. They are. Overall, the song is meaningful, and I don't like really tearing apart these kind of meaningful songs. But we're going to go with this analytically as a discussion on video editing. As I said, AI doesn't do very well with realistic at the moment.
Okay.
Especially when you're generating in low-ish quality. You get extra distortions, and this character didn't make it all the way to realistic. I mean, none of them did really here, to be fair.
In the shadows where the silence screams, you wear your armor, hiding shattered dreams. Every bruise and scar, they tell a tale of a hero who's broken.
Now, the fact he keeps the motion works.
You've been the rock, the one they lean on, but
the image doesn't match what's going on yet. He should still be strong until
Broken, feeling frail. You've been the rock, the one they lean on, but inside you're crumbling, feeling withdrawn.
here's where you should start getting like the cracked effect.
It's okay to feel, it's okay to break. You're not made of stone.
To be fair, while that was over the top, that's actually quite held back for AI's tear generation. Some of the tear effects you get are absolutely insane. Could be. I think it's just somebody who's got a very stylized Yakuza anime avatar, and it just didn't translate to realistic. Bringing her in on the female part. It should have changed at the start of the "You Don't Have to Stay Strong" where the beat changes. Got a slow walking part with the transition.
In the mirror you see a stranger's face, a poor self-image lost.
There needs to be a soft transition there, not a harsh transition. It needs to fade across, not.
In the mirror you see a stranger's face, a poor self-image lost in the race. But I see the warrior, the heart that beats beneath the weight of the world. You're still on your feet. It's okay to crumble, it's okay to cry. You've carried the burden, now let it fly. You're not just a soldier, you're human too. Let me share this load, I'll carry it with you.
Your hurt is real, I see the fight. You matter more, I help to make things right. Lean on me, I'll hold you tight. Together we'll rise, we'll find the light.
You say that, and yeah, that mask, hell on earth in itself to do. You see his Lord Intellectual's own last music video. He couldn't even get his own mask correct. Hey, Keyvox. I think the black shadow was meant to be like closer behind, like hovering over him as like representing the mental health issues, and I think it just didn't gen properly here. And that's just a bad cut. It's too fast happening there. That's a soft cut, where it fades from one scene to another. He needed more of that in this song. This is a very soft song. Too much of this is abrupt shift, shift, shift.
When the night feels heavy and hope seems far, remember you're a warrior, you've come so far.
And if he's trying to do lip syncing here, he's miles off. And as I said before, the more realistic looking the face, the harder it is to get the lip syncing to look good.
It's okay to lean, it's okay to break. You're not just a pillar, you're allowed to shake. Let the walls come down, let the tears flow free. In this moment of weakness, you're still a victory. You fought for so long, now let me fight too. Together we'll heal, I'll stand here with you.
Your hurt is real, I see the fight. You matter more, help to make things right. Lean on me, I'll hold you tight. Together we'll rise, we'll find.
Cat goes off screen. AI forgets what they look like and exactly where they are, and then boom, he's now behind her, and goofy imagery. Look at that jaw. Sorry, that's funny. I think I'm just going to do this. See? So that's just a hilarious expression. As I said, this is a very meaningful song, and I feel bad doing it, but I am trying to point out where things could work better, and I don't know which AI generator they used here. I would say Grok, but something's telling me no. Something in my head is saying this isn't Grok, this is something else. And as long as this isn't an extended scene, you can throw in extra reference images of Grok if you're doing for Grok, for example. So you can say character looks like this, so that when they go off screen and come back, they still look the way they are meant to. And it's also weird, this is the most human this guy looks when he shows up. All the other times he still looks pencil drawn. That was a good timed edit. Yeah, the song's got meaning, an important meaning. Go show the original some love. Okay. Music satire. Vespia Night Rose. Angel Sword contest. Okay. I thought this was going to be a character, sort of a promo vid sort of style, but obviously no, it is more part of the Angel Sword contest for Lyrian Chronicles. So let's adjust this. Let's see how this contest entry goes.
Petals fall in the garden of the dead.
Good flow.
Born in light, now I walk with death. Pink hair stained by my sister's breath. Thorns that bind me, roses in my veins. I weave the dead in beautiful chains. Can you hear her calling from the grave?
Normally I'd say you'd need smoother transitions in the earlier part, but I think the static staccato cuts, like sharp, 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 works very well with the off-kilter tone of the theme.
She wants my soul. She wants to reign. I am the rose-grave necromancer, queen of thorns and velvet death. Garden of thorns, where the living come to bloom in death. I am the rose-grave necromancer, breathing life with my final breath. Garden of thorns, in my garden we all die. Beautiful. Veil rot spreads, the world decays. Black roses rise where bodies lay. Staff of bones glows with pink fire. Every soul I take takes me high. I am the rose-grave necromancer, queen of thorns and velvet death. Garden of thorns, where the living come to bloom in death. I am the rose-grave.
There are a lot of fast moments where at the start, that rapid change was perfect. That last section was a little bit too rapidly cut for the pace of the song, I think.
Necromancer, breathing life with my final breath. Guardian
But that section there should have been one long scene.
breathing life with my final breath.
And then a cut to something else.
Garden of thorns, in my garden we all die. Beautiful, come walk with me through fields of bone.
Now here it should be much smoother edit cuts, not the same sharp cuts it was doing earlier. This is meant to be a healing section.
Feel the pull, you're not alone.
And that cut was about 3 beats too early.
Necromancer, queen of thorns and velvet death. Garden of thorns, where the living come to bloom in death. Garden of thorns, we all die.
See, now the cinematic music video is starting to feel more like an anime opening sort of sequence, whereas the music isn't matching, because the music is now slow and impactful, but everything's rapid.
Death is just another garden. Death is just another garden.
Good finish, but I probably would have tried putting that a little bit earlier, so the garden hits on the actual starting of the rose. Garden would be once that's broken through. Here. And then cut away. Fade away. Song's solid, got a good beat to it. And the rapid cuts work very good. The early part where it's like the dissonance. But it does need to kind of slow down at the slow parts. And sort of at the celebration afterwards.
Through fields of bone,
It needs to become softer cuts.
you're not alone.
Or maybe like do a haze effect. Make you like more pleasant. I mean, you get a slight effect of it from when these roses pop up. But it doesn't. And also, with them spinning, a wipe cut would have been the best effect, because you're seeing a rotation, scene rotates out effect. I'm not too worried about minor animation glitches. They happen. Especially if they're fast enough that they're not easily spottable. But the change should have been at that point there. You could have had the transition over those beats. And this is just an action sequence, and it's fun, well animated, but it doesn't really match the feel of the music at this point. Go give the original some love. Good song, good animation. Yeah. So this sequence here. The introduction of the monster feels like it's at the wrong point. It should either be a little bit earlier, or it should be on that death is when the monster scene should turn up. That's what I'm saying. It feels like it's rushing through its story a little bit. It's good though. It's very nicely done, animated overall. Okay. Alright. Now we've got an entry from Mags Noctis and Enter 2 Credits with Goon Brain Rot First Trap Edition, which tells me this is going to be a mockery of goon bait stuff, that sort of things. Let's see what they've got for us, shall we?
Hey, lights out, door locked. Goon time, baby. Let's fucking go. You already know. Blue light glowing in a messy room. Bottle of
Wait, this one's for you, Brynja.
impending doom. One tab opens, then it's a whole army. 3 hours deep and my soul's getting horny. Phone on silent, world left behind. This dopamine train got me losing my mind. Hand doing laps like it's training for the games. Brain slowly melting, forgetting my name. Goon brain rots, I'm fading away. Gooning for hours, night turns to day. Edging tease, but I won't finish yet.
There needed to be some kind of change there. Not
Melting,
here.
forgetting my name.
Change on the beat change. Raise change. Change. Change.
This is as good as it gets.
Okay.
Stuck in the loop and I can't make it stop. Want more video, I swear I'm done. But we all know that's bullshit, son. Bros texting, dude, where you at? Sorry, king, I'm way too deep in the trap. Sweatpants down.
I'm overanalyzing this goon bait video.
Happy place, no turning back. Clock at 6 a.m. Birds start to sing, but I'm still here chasing that ultimate sting. They say get some help, I say later, bro. Right now I'm a legend in gooner mode. Oh man, not again. Just 5 more minutes, I promise. Goon brain rock and I'm way too far. Gooning till the morning star. Brain fried, eyes tired, but it feels so right. Goon brain rot all through the night. Keep it going, kings.
Fun little video. Obviously, they sort of extended a few scenes past where they should be based on when the beat was going. But it's a comedy. This is a meme song. All right, there's a theory behind that. And it goes basically, the modern world has put limits on what men can and can't do. And so for them to have the fantasy of male characters doing the things they want them to do, but they're no longer allowed to do, they have to assign them to non-human characters that don't have to follow the rules that we have to. That's why there's this explosion of non-human love novels. Go prod this song with a barge pole. Whereas women haven't had as many restrictions put on them in modern day. In fact, they've had a lot of restrictions removed. And thus, guys don't need to go very far to find what they want. Okay. This one is a simple loop animation from revies. I want to put this up here because they do good music and I don't get to see a lot of their stuff come up. So enjoy this one. I'm going to take a little wander and visit the bathroom. And I'll see you in a minute.
I've walked down roads with tears in my eyes, carried old hurt under wide open skies. Thought I was alone in the middle of the night, but you were there, Lord, shining your light. I looked at the miles, all the mistakes, the bridges I burned and the chances I gave away. But every step back, you turned around and planted grace in this broken ground. Now when the storm clouds roll my way, I remember all the times you made a way. So I'll praise you in the valley, praise you on the hill, praise you when the road gets hard and when the world stands still. You've been faithful through the heartache, faithful through the scars. If I'm breathing, I've got a reason to lift these hands and trust your heart.
Honestly, after that last video, this is a nice soul cleanser, I think.
Lord, I'll praise you through the dust. There were days I couldn't see past the pain, couldn't find sunshine through the rain, but you kept writing
Very short back and forth animation.
When I thought my strength
Partially hidden
was
with
gone.
effects.
Now I can look back and clearly see every mountain moved in front of me. Not by my power, not by my name, but by the mercy of amazing grace. And every battle that I'm facing now, I know you're already working it out. So I'll praise you in the valley, praise you on the hill, praise you when the road gets hard and when the world stands still. You've been faithful through the heartache, faithful through the scars. If I'm breathing, I've got a reason to lift these hands and trust your heart. No matter what tomorrow holds, Lord, I'll praise you through the dust. Hey. When I don't understand, I'll still hold to your hand. When the night feels long, I keep singing this So I'll praise you in the valley, praise you on the hill, praise you when the road gets hard, and when my faith is tested still. You've been faithful through the heartache, faithful through the scars. If I'm breathing, I've got a reason to lift these hands and trust your heart. From the sunrise to the setting sun, for everything you've done, Lord, I'll praise you through the dust. Yeah, through the dust. Through the rain, through the hurt, through the trust, you'll always be enough. So I'll praise you through the dust.
Very nice, very simple country song. Nice palette cleanser after that last one. Very simple animation loop. Roll back and forth, horse move heading up and down, and going up and down, so you don't have to do too much about the guitar animation. It's played forwards then backwards, so you get that weird rolling effect from the
When I thought my strength was gone,
why it's rolling at all, I don't know, but you know, because those things weigh tons. Anyway, that was Rizzy VT with Praise You in the Dust. Alright, next up, we have Blazing Blue by Torstwolf. Get everything up. Press that button.
Look over here, 夜の鳥から波音のビーチサイまで私の縄張り Welcome to my world.
Okay, so he set the subtitles as English, is it? Actually translating it.
狐の耳をピコピコさせて今夜も君をちょっとティージング青い炎が手元で舞えばほら退屈な日常がスパーキンストリートをかけるスニーカーのリズム誰も私をキャッチできないよで見下ろしてあげる人間なんてただの暇つぶしなんてね嘘だよ本当のマインドはシークレット Dancing blue 夜空を染めてゴーデスの気まぐれに付き合ってよ So sweet so spicy このフレーバー君の視点をモノポライ
Okay, what I'll say is, rather than AI-NV, this feels like an anime opening. And up until this entire blue section, fantastic. The edit away feels off that place.
So sweet so spicy このフレーバー君の視点をモノポライズ I love you 言うわけないじゃんもっと翻弄されて Crazy for me
Okay, now I saw the timing for the heart thing, I understand why it was where it was. But yeah, the actual changeover felt a little bit off.
ビーチバーで頼むカラフルなコクテル隣のボトルはキツネブルース神様のくせにって呆れてる君を小顔ばっかり見てるの No excuse ストリートスポーツなら私がナンバーワン夜の階段をキックフリップで滑り降りるのさはあ本当に人間って放っておけない弱くて小さくてすぐ泣いちゃうくせに私が守ってあげるなんて口が裂けても言わないけど Blue flame is watching you always Dazzling blue 暗闇を裂いてゴーデスの本気を見せてあげる So fast so cool このステップで君のハートをモノポライズ Don't leave me 聞こえないふり明日も私の隣にいなさいキツネブルーで今夜は Cheers まだ返さないよ明日も私のステップについてきなさい Darling またね
Yeah, song's fun, nice paced. I think a few changes in the cuts might have. I reviewed the video mostly. All I can tell you about music is whether it sounds good to me, whether the sound's been compressed, or if there's a weird cut in the music. That's about all I can do for you. I've got a good ear for catching those. But no, I'm about the editing of the actual video and whether the song matches the video. Because as I said, the it's labeled as an AIMV, but it plays more like a anime OP or ED. More ED than OP, to be fair.
けないじゃんもっと翻弄されて Crazy for me
But this one, where it goes black for too long. You need to like put like a blazing heart symbol or something like that. You know, the blue flame for a second.
されて Crazy for me
Just have it pulse up and pulse away. Or this comes in. You know, just something, because it's dark for a little bit too long there.
ビーチバーで頼むカラフルなコクテル隣のボトルはキツネブルース神様のくせにって呆れてる君を小顔ばっかり見てるの No excuse
And then you got that cut there. Too sharp.
小顔ばっかり見てるの No excuse
Because it's mid phrase. And it goes from a stationary to a moving scene. But it needs something like a sweep or a dissolve. What the bot?
Street sports なら私が
Now,
number one に
there is a small animation glitch there, but it's so fast, not too much of an issue. And it's the kind of thing you'd get for a normal animation of the stretch and rubber band for animation speed effects. So it's not too much of an issue.
キックフリップで滑り降りるのさ本当
See, now there, the motion is swinging to the right, sorry, swinging to the left, and she's moving that same direction. So that's a good cut.
本当に人間って放っておけない
Slow singing, the slow music,
小さくてすぐ泣いちゃうくせに
the build up.
私が守ってあげるなんて口が裂けても言わないけど Blue flame is watching you always
That needed to be a little bit longer on that last scene before moving over. Boom. There. That's the point when it should have changed over to this. If it's being done as a music video. You do get that occasionally. What it is there are people who are good at certain things. I am not particularly good at music. I've got a good ear for music. I can't play music very well. I think I do good songs, but they're to my taste, and music is very subjective that way. But when it comes to visuals, there's a very common thread for most of mankind in terms of how they look at things. It's what you're interested in making. Visuals tend to be what get people views, though, because, take for example, we go over here. My most successful video.
Do we have a society anymore?
Truth Seekers. And it's visually fine. The song is good as well. It's a good combination of both. But it's not perfect. It just gives enough cameos and appeals that a lot of people wanted to see it, want to react to it. But I put more effort into that song than a dozen other songs I've seen out there that have done far better. And I'm not going to begrudge them that. They just appeal to a better audience. A bigger audience or a better audience, you know what I mean? And I did not know what I was doing with editing. But that distortion was for Tarloon. But yeah. Whereas a video I've done much more recently, with far more technical balance to it, has almost no views. Because it's got no cameos, and the art style is purposefully held back to match the style of the sword and sandals. People want the visuals, and that's why a lot of AI creators are focusing on that, because it's what gets them the views. It's what gets their music heard.
Bare hands, bare feet, a hut made of reeds, and a hunger to eat. My mother sang low by the split wood door. She said, boy, keep your head, even when the wolves...
Now, I admit, I could have done slightly better on some of the visuals here, but I got fed up with being told I can't do this kid character because he looks too frail by the AI. The AI just wouldn't do it. But yeah, so there's a lot of visual focus because we're a visual species. As much as people like to say, like, we love songs and that, the visual aspect is what catches our attention the most. Flashing lights, sparkling shapes, constant motion. But at the same time, you need to have fast and slow moments to let your brain catch up. And this video here, Blazing Blue, does a good mix of that. But the high combat, then the slow walk, then a drink, and boom, skateboard. The slow sitting on the thing. Bad guys turn up, fight, and then high motion but low stakes dance. I think the pacing of this section is a little bit off. You know, like the cuts are happening at the wrong moments, but I think it's more like the scenes just were that long and you couldn't extend them enough. But that, I would have tried to get the running from the start, the screaming. You know, screaming this part, this held note. So that she's behind the bar when she starts singing properly again. That's what I'd do if I was trying to do it as the like, spot on animation to song. Overall, it's very good. Just a few like choice options with the actual pacing of the editing. Now the thing is, views aren't actually the key demo for YouTube. It's watch hours. How long people watch you for, as weird as that sounds. Because the more watch hours you have, the more value your ad space is. YouTube. That's how they count it. Anyway, go give Tourist Wolf some love. We'll move on to the next one. This is another Angel Sword AI contest video. This from Nightway Fantasy, Crystal Lament. Didn't we already do one? No, sorry, no, that's somebody else. I'm thinking. I was going to do this contest myself, but I'm in the UK, so I'm not a valid contestant. So I've got a half-inch song for this. I'm sort of like going to put out at some point, but it's not actually going to be for the contest. All right, Crystal Lament. Even the... Damn. I thought he'd done that because he had enough animation to actually keep that going. But I would have cut on that. But the store... Boom. That he didn't made me think that maybe there was more going up. Because it does that in the middle of the flow. I'd have cut earlier just to keep the flow of the music better. And that's too early for the beat. Yeah, I think they may have had some generating issues and not got enough scenes together.
Oh, crown of falling stars upon my brow, how heavy is the light I once bestowed. 10,000 years of silence.
Pacing here is
I have
fantastic.
worn, a throne of ice where once the roses blew. The empire sleeps beneath a veil of frost. Its children dream of lives they never knew. I am the keeper of the frozen flame, a god who cannot die yet cannot live.
Here, I'm sorry, on the beat, and then it cuts early or late depending on how you view it. I understand wanting that gate scene in there, but it just kind of leaves you with this gap. Yeah, I would have tried to hold it on for the start of that choir part. That's a good cut.
A single heartbeat answers my despair. A mortal voice, a spark of untamed fire, calls from the ruins of what I forsook. Rise, oh sovereign of the silver tears. The hour has come to break the endless chain. For every frozen tear you ever shed, 1,000 hearts still beat beneath the pain. Shatter, shatter the mirror of my reign. Crack the pillars carved from ancient pain. The cone of stars begins to bleed and burn. I am the one through which the new world turns. No more the perfect silence of the throne. No more the marble heart carved out of stone. Let every frozen law be torn apart. I choose the chaos of a beating heart.
The ever so familiar grok monsters.
If I must fall to rise again, then let me fall like dawn through endless rain. If love demands I cast my crown away, then let the stars themselves become my flame. I was the frost that held the world in sleep. Now I become the fire that makes
timed
it
almost
weep.
perfectly.
Not as a god, but as a soul set free. I trade eternity for one true week.
the way they got the tempo pacing here makes you wonder if they put all this effort here and kind of left the first part a little bit alone. Well, that wings bit was a bit long.
And in the quiet, love begins again.
It's a little bit of a mess there, but a purposeful mess.
Begins again.
Okay. Song solid. A bit of editing issue, especially near the start. But when the fight scene goes on, it's pretty solid timing of like to the beat and feel. Now, there's several categories that the AI music videos go into. We've gone through several of them already. You've got meme videos where it's basically all about the visual, funny things, a bit of song to actually, play along with it. Then you've got the music video where you have a song and the video tells you what's going on in the song. It's there to emphasize what's going on in the song, either emotionally or to reinforce it by following the story of the song. Then you've got stories put to music. This is a story put to music. The song is good and it would stand on its own, but it's there to emphasize the story of this character, this Ice Queen, having to deal with the tribulations of some great horde turning up, and then personally taking the field against this knight that turns out to be a dragon. The fight scene gets a little messy. But oddly enough, it's this part here where it holds on the wing that actually feels most out of place, because it's too stationary, such a rapid piece. Everything that's been moving before, everything that moves afterwards, and the fact the music is still going quite fast at the same time. And then, now that it's slowed down, and I understand why they did it, because they want to do a transition between two different animations, but this is a little too distorted for how slow the music becomes. It's a bit disorienting.
And in the quiet, love begins again. Begins again. Begins again.
But the animation is very, very solid. Very little in the way of obvious AI jank. There are bits, obviously, the fights aren't perfect, but they're good enough that you ignore the little bits that feel a little bit out of place.
God, but as a soul set free, I trade eternity for one true week.
Yeah. Go give this one some love, and I wish it all the luck in the competition. Okay. Here we've got a song from Frickin' Moses, Cut the Rot Out.
saw me labels, I burn the name. Point at the wound, call it who I am. I cut that script with a steady hand. Same old cages and designer clothes. Same old lies, everybody knows. I want my breath back, want my skin back. Want my own road where the ground don't crack. Cut the rod out, cut it clean now. Hands off the wheel, let the people breathe now. Cut the rod out, burn it all now. Cut it out, cut the rod out. We move as one now. Cut the rod out, break the lock now. Break it off, cut the rod out. Freedom comes alive. You want a tribe, I want a voice. You want a script, I want a choice. No puppet strings, no holy fight. No sword and souls by black and white. I seen a lot in a gilded cage. I seen the crowd get consumed by rage. So I stand taller when the night creeps in. Break those chains loose, let the fight begin. Cut the rod out, cut it clean now. Hands off the wheel, let the people breathe now. Cut the rod out, burn it all now. Cut it out, cut the rod out. We move as one now. Cut the rod out, break the lock now. Break it off, cut the rod out. Freedom comes alive. No more flags where the truth must fade. No more guilt made into a cage. I want truth with a beating heart. I want the old lies stripped apart. My conscience says kick down the wall. Humanity wasn't ever meant to crawl. Truth cuts through the lies they make. We don't bow, we don't break. Cut the rod out, burn it all now. Cut it out, cut the rod out. We move as one now. Cut the rod out, break the lock now. Break it off, cut the rod out. Freedom comes alive.
Okay. Yeah, it's a cameo video. It's a simple, repetitive lyric song being used as a showcase for scenes that they've either generated themselves or borrowed from. I recognise several of these as being gen from images other people have done, or at least copies of. Now, biggest complaint I've got about this video, in terms of just editing, is the constant pulse. Now, following the pulse of the music is all well and good, but you can't have constant motion like this throughout the entire video. The eye needs a moment to rest, especially when you've got a lot of other movement going on in each individual scene. You will cause motion sickness in some people. You need moments where you have like nice, for example here, this scene will be fantastic. It's just a smooth scene, no pulse, nothing. Instead it's wobbling at you. Another one that would have been good, just no pulse, just a pullback. And again. Because what you got here is you got the pointillism GPT images being animated, and they tend to glitch out a lot more that way, because with pointillism doing lots of little dots, the AI likes to grab them as groups of dots rather than as whole shapes. And so it does weird animations with them, which is why you get a lot more blur with the GPT images. And that's where you get more janky dance moves. No puppet strings, no holy fight, no sword and souls by black and white. I seen a lot in a gilded cage. I seen the crowd get consumed by rage. So I stand taller when the night creeps in. Break those chains loose, let the fight begin. Now, as for the actual individual scene changes, they're mostly nicely on beat markers. The actual scene changes, they're not just being scenes played out and then moving on to the next one. They're being cut and edited to the beat, and having some motion at some points. do the beat like with a vibration, good, but the same vibration throughout the entire thing. You need moments where I can just go. For example, here would have been a point where you go for a slightly heavier. Yeah, and you've also got the pink Wasabi car, which got a bit more recent. Here, I'd have stopped the slow pulse beat and done a rapid pulse beat. But because it's got that same bump, 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 bump from the entire video, it just.
No more flags where the truth must fade. No more pill made into a cage. I want truth with a beating heart. I want the old lies stripped up.
But there, with the Diana and Sean head, you can stop the standard pulsing.
No more flags where the truth must fade. No more pill made into a.
The snare pulses be more impactful. Instead, they kind of get lost in the other pulses.
Cage. I want truth with a beating heart. I want the old lies stripped apart. My conscience says kick down the wall. Humanity wasn't ever meant to crawl. Truth cuts through the lies they make. We don't bow, we don't break. Cut the rod out. Burn it all now.
Yeah, but that's my opinion in terms of the editing. The actual individual scene to scene changes, nicely done. There's no need for any soft cuts here. It's a harsh song, swift movements. I would have cut out some of the pulsing for some of the slower parts of the song, or some nice moments where they just don't need the extra pulsing, and they're very up the pulsing every now and again for scenes that feel like it needs it, or parts of the song where you've actually got a different pulse. Having that constant pulse, 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 and then throwing up a movement on top blurs the video overall. I learned that the hard way. Go give the original some love. Okay. Here we have another Angel's Sword contest entry from The Good Like 13. Get what you pay for.
Listen, laddie. Communication is key. One wrong decision could easily lead you to death. We can't have you needlessly risking your life or others. Look, you didn't hear it from me, but try this man at the guild. They call him O. Henry.
Now, this is an example of a story video. Most heavily example of one where the music is just background music to what's going on, and you're following the character. Lots of jank in the AI here, unfortunately. Lots of gens were like Centaur Man coming out of nowhere. Other examples earlier on.
All right, listen up, kid. If you want to be an adventurer, you gotta take it seriously. Don't try to win every fight. Sometimes running away is the right option, even if it means leaving someone behind. Why a rogue? You need every advantage you can get. Turn that silence of yours from a weakness to a weapon. Good work, kid. You're ready for your first mission. Once you complete this, you'll be a full-fledged adventurer. Just like promised.
Hey, Channing. Yeah, this one is a story video with music attached.
Be a nice boy and stay quiet, okay? Well, aren't you cooperative? I might just fall in love. Just kidding!
If you're ever stuck in a magical trap, try biting your lip real hard. Maybe damage will break the effect.
Any last words?
Go fuck yourself. Write it down, kid.
Still playing hard to get? Too late for that now.
It's not your fault, kid. I don't know what happened there, but it's not your fault. You didn't make a mistake. They did. That's why they're dead. This is as far as I can take you, kid.
Story-wise, flow-wise, it's very, very solidly done. They suffered a bit on the gens.
A word from our sponsors. You don't want to die by getting stabbed by a bunch of cultists now, do you? Of course not. Get the best armor money can buy in town. Do you want to make the little kid cry? What are you waiting for? Buy now and get an extra child-size set for free.
I think it's actually quite a nice touch that the advert is technically in slightly better quality than the rest of the video in terms of the animation. But yeah, there's not a lot of music in this one. This is basically a story video with music in the background. The music fits the tone of each scene. You in effect have two separate story animated music videos. The person doing this is trying to edit, and you sort of they've put effects on. They've masked out here, and obviously get the from the shadow. I think this one they actually, rather than masking out directly, they probably AI did it, because if you would do it properly, you do that, and then you would remove that green shadow as well to assist. A trick I would have probably tried doing is I would have tried generating the scene, getting the still frame of the empty room, and then generating an image and ask for the kid to be put in the. Then I would mask out or split the scene if good enough, so the character is sitting in the room at the right angle. And it's just like, these are minor little editing trick issues. But yeah, the teacher is obviously the person's voice direct, because you can hear in tone of voice, and they got an AI generated voice for.
You cooperative? I might just fall in love.
You can hear it in like the undertone of the voice. The Helvetica voice is AI generated. But yeah, it's a very solid video. could have been trimmed down a little bit in certain areas, but it's not trying to match a piece of music. It's just trying to flow a story, and it tells you everything you need to know without directly telling you. Young person wanting to be adventurer.
Listen, laddie. Communication is key. One wrong decision could easily lead you to
AI joke.
death. We can't have you needlessly risking your life or others.
Like, oh, he's using text to communicate. Which, first time, like, you go, okay, they're just doing it for the impact. But they kind of let you know over time that he just is mute, can't speak. But yeah, good luck to this person in the competition. Go give him some love. And I updated. That shouldn't be there. I deleted that. I updated the OWE music video, which is a music only with a visual image. And I want your guys' opinion on whether I've managed to do a good job of fixing it up. Hey, some more.
Up in the mirror, cape made of scars, chasing the light while the thunder roars. They throw their stones, they laugh as I bleed. Call me a fraud, say I'm just make-believe. I fight through the fire, I carry the weight. Try to be the hero the broken ones crave, but the true war starts when the spotlight fades. The voice in my head starts sharpening blades. I try to rise above the darkness inside, to be a beacon of a better way, while others try to pick over the carcass. I wanna pick up the pieces. Am I my own villain? The mask is cracking, the mirror screaming. Every time I win, I feel the blade twisted. Am I my own villain? The hero's falling from the sky again. No one else can break me like I can. Am I my own worst enemy? They want me broken, they want me small, but I was already tearing down my own walls. I saved the city, then burned my home with a crown of thorns I forged alone. The crowd cheers loud when the spotlight's on, but in the silence the real war's begun. My shadow's got my face, my voice, my name, and it's smiling while it's calling me insane. I try to rise above the darkness inside, to be a beacon of a better way, while others try to pick over the carcass. I wanna pick up the pieces. Am I my own villain? The mask is cracking, the mirror is screaming. Every time I win, I feel the blade twisted. Am I my own villain? The hero's falling from the sky again. No one else can break me like I can. Am I my own worst enemy? This is the part where the hero dies, not from the villains outside, but from the one wearing my eyes. You are the poison, you are the lie. I built this armor, now it's crushing me alive. I am the monster I swore I'd never become. Just open my eyes, look what I've done. I am my own villain, screaming at the man inside the mirror, fighting the one thing I can't outrun.
I think I went a little bit too much on the effects. I didn't want to leave it too bland for too long. Alright, the background scan effect. Oh, bloody hell. The pixel effect. In CapCut, it's called sci-fi scan, and I applied it across the entire video to keep a constant feel of the imagery while I did the other effects to try and go along with the beats. I think I didn't quite get it right. I still haven't managed to find one which allows me to get the effects to match up with the music tempo. But yeah. Alright. That's it for today. I've gone through my entire list. I thank all of you for being here. If you hang around for a little bit on the outro screen, I'll try and send you away to places if I can. Basically means only if you're on Twitch, because all the others are a pain in the arse unless you've got like full membership or so thank you for being here. I plan on streaming tomorrow if my people who come to visit are staying overnight. They leave relatively early enough for me to get things sorted out. But tomorrow will be a game day. I plan on trying to play Lego Batman. I need to find something first before I can do that. If not, I'll be playing Mechanicus again. So hopefully I'll see you there. And then on Monday, we'll be back to the AI music. I'm streaming so early today and finished so early today that no one else is streaming at the moment. Thank you for being here. I've got no one to send you on to. I hope to see you next time. See ya. correction, Mumi just started streaming.